when you go, I mean, obviously you've been around lots of production systems around the world. How do you start that process of determining a goal, and what types of goals do you typically hear from production systems or from independent producers?
That is the right place to start, is you do need to understand what the goals are for that producer or for that system. Obviously, in most cases, the goal is to be the most profitable, and so you really want to look at profitability, and how we usually try to measure that is, from as a nutritionist, is really the margin over feed cost as being one of the major drivers that we can get our hands around, and it's a good proxy for the net profitability. But you want to make sure, of course, that includes all of the variables that need to be included in it, facility costs and what impact that may have, and changes that you with your throughput, and the growth rate that you may be driving with the nutrition program, the impacts on mortality or the impacts on lean premiums, and that all of course have to be taken into account. But that's probably I would say, in most people think about it from the profitability side, but once you start really talking to producers, you realize that for some of them, profitability is obviously very important, but there are other goals that they think about and that they have in the back of their mind, and each of them, those have different levels of priority. I work with some producers that are willing to give up a little bit in profitability in order to have the best production numbers. They are really fixated on having the highest average daily gain or the best sow productivity. And you want to approach things just a little differently as a nutritionist if that's really a very important piece of their DNA and what they want to get done. Or the other side is you have some that are really focused mostly on the feed cost per pound of gain, and that obviously is a very important part, and most times matches up with profitability, but not always. And so if somebody is really focused on feed cost per pound of gain, again, there's some of the things that may drive growth rate that we may not do if they really want to drive costs down really hard.